What a beautiful night. Oh my gosh. So beautiful on Central Park tonight. And I'm hungry, so I am definitely ready for a fillet. We are at Chops Grill.
You only order one starter, like kind of.
This is my favorite thing, the pretzel bread right here. I think that's sourdough, but the pretzel bread, oh my God, it's so good with a glass of champagne. I am so ready for this. What did we decide we were getting? What are you having?
I'm gonna have a ribeye.
Bone in.
The bone-in ribeye. It's kind of out of my comfort zone, but we're gonna see.
And I'm getting the filet. I'm getting, what else? The crab cake. I don't know what's for dessert, but I guess you'll find out when we find out. I completely forgot to video the crab cake. It was one of the best crab cakes of my life. But here's a beautiful Caesar salad. And more to come. Filet, asparagus, mushrooms, mashed potatoes, cream spinach, and a ribeye bone-in. Wow. Wow, right?
I'm so excited.
Let's do it. What's your take on ribeye versus filet?
So it's very different. What I would say to anybody that's trying ribeye for the first time is have an open mind. Most of it is very rare, just like a filet. When I put the two side by side, I thought I was eating a filet sometimes. Flavor on a ribeye is way better. It's nothing like a filet mignon. It's still the winner.
Holy moly, I am so full from that steak, but look at this. This is the chocolate cake. This is Mile High key lime pie with that meringue. Oh my gosh. What was that, a hot apple pie?
Hot apple pie.
With a glass of wine and a glass of champagne. We're on vacation, so why not get 3 desserts? I ate way too much, but man, that was good. The crab cake was the star of the show. That was so good. 3 desserts, way too much. I took a bite of each. That was yummy. So Steve decided that he likes filet way better than ribeye, but he loved the ribeye. I'm glad he tried it.
I would always choose a filet over a ribeye.
We're headed to the Aqua Show next, so stay tuned. Can't wait to see what those acrobats do. The Aqua Show is always one of my highlights on Royal Caribbean, and I've never been on Icon, so I think we're in for a treat tonight. Here we are trying to kill some time post-dinner. Everybody's at dinner right now, so it's not that crowded. But this is Dueling Pianos. We hung out here. The singers are amazing. Everything's better on Icon, everything. Serrano's is twice as big. The bands are great. We're gonna go catch some live music, and then the Aqua Show. What are you doing, drinking again?
Well, it's your drink. I'm just holding it for you.
You're ratting me out. So here's a crazy story for you regarding Royal Caribbean. I started vlogging in the beginning. My camera ended up missing. We were at a bar and I was videotaping the guitar player. He was doing a great job. And I put the camera in my purse. I went up on deck. We were going to see the Aqua Show. We never ended up staying. I went back to my cabin to get changed. I went down to the piano bar, pulled out the camera from my purse, and it wasn't there. Security got involved. They were worried that somebody stole it. It took 3 days to do the investigation. They followed me. They tracked me. They even sent people into my cabin to do a search because I went back to my cabin. So they assumed that I left it there. They turned over everything, the mattresses. It was so embarrassing, but I couldn't believe they went to that extent to help me. And then we went up to look at the cameras for after I came back from the cabin, and we could see on there that somebody did in fact steal the camera. So it dropped out of my purse. I opened my purse, it dropped out. I didn't hear it because it hit the carpet and couldn't find it anywhere. I got up and left, and somebody picked it up and stole it. So they tracked him back to his cabin. They got the camera back, and here I am. So kudos to Royal Caribbean for doing a bang-up job with security and helping me get it back. So I can show you some more footage. Here we are at the Windjammer Buffet. We don't usually eat breakfast, but this morning we're going to give it a try. We usually do a big lunch and a big dinner, so I usually just get a coffee and a croissant or something, but I'm just in the mood for breakfast today. Bread station over there. Eggs, omelets. Fruit station. This is a huge buffet. Holy moly. Bread pudding with vanilla sauce. Yum. Biscuits and gravy. That looks like a winner. We're going to do a little mini tour. This is the hideaway. Here's the bar area. We've been setting up here. Can get here a little bit later and still find chairs. And they're super comfy. And the views, oh my gosh. The only problem is after 12, the DJ starts and he is just cranking it up to volumes where you have to scream to the person next to you. There's the water park up there. We'll take a walk over there. Here are the hot tubs at the hideaway for the adults only, with the beautiful views. And more seating down here. This gets filled up fast. You got to get here early to grab these. I kind of like where we're sitting better anyway. So we've been on so many cruises. Tomorrow we're going to Coco Cay, and we've been there so many times that we figured we're going to get off late, get up early and do these water slides and get them all in while everybody's off of the ship. There's the basketball courts. It's pretty weird that they set up the miniature golf and the water slides literally right next to the hideaway, the adults only area. But we don't really hear much. Maybe that's why the DJ's cranking it up to crazy decibels. There's the surf area for the kiddies down below. There are bars on this ship like every 10 feet. We're still finding more. It's day 5. Here we are in Central Park. We've got lunch reservations at Chops. So check this out. This is everybody's favorite spot. It just looks like you're in the middle of a park. They even have speakers with birds chirping coming through. Ready for lunch? At nighttime, they have violin players out, and the lighting's different, and it's just got such an elegant vibe. This is where a lot of the specialty restaurants are. There's the Bubbles Champagne Bar. And if you've been on any Oasis class ships, they did a lot to make you be able to see the ocean a lot more. On Oasis class ships, you kind of lose touch with being at sea because you can only see the ocean on the front and the back of the ships unless you're in a balcony cabin. So there are so many viewing areas. This is the Park Cafe where you get those delicious roast beef sandwiches. I haven't had one yet on this cruise, but we're running out of time. I need 2 weeks on the ship. I think that'll do it. I hope you can hear the birds chirping. I don't know if it's coming through, but really cool. There was violin players here last night right in front of the Trellis Bar. And here we are at Chops, ready for yet another filet. Poor me, I'm actually sick of eating filet, and it's lobster night, and I just want a cheeseburger. At this point, I have vacation brain, and I completely forgot to video our steaks, but we already did that the other night. And for dessert, we've got key lime pie with a ton of meringue on top. And I have a warm chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream and a berry compote. Can't go wrong. And it's lobster night. I don't know how I'm going to get it all in. Okay, we are in the main dining room, and the amazing thing about Icon of the Seas is they don't have just one lobster night. They have 2 lobster nights, and they have lobster on embarkation. So that's 3 times we have lobster. Here's my French onion soup. Stevie's got escargot, and best part of that is dipping the bread in afterwards. This has been amazing. That's tortellini for us to share, and that's Stevie's lobster, filet mignon for lunch, lobster for dinner. I don't know how I'm going to go back to the real world. There's dessert, baked Alaska, and red velvet cake. Oh my God, this was a great dinner. I needed a lighter dinner after a filet lunch, so the lobster was good. Everything was yummy. I'm having a great time.
Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I should have said my